Hi everybody, Carol Davis here with a spot of sunshine just for you. Today is the 7th, Wednesday, the 7th of April. So I have this on because I have a plumber here. So he might actually walk in any second. He doesn't know I'm doing this. I've been waiting an hour and a half for him to come back. So anyway, here we go. So a spot of sunshine was started by me at the beginning of the pandemic to bring a little light, a little sunshine, a little joy into the darkness. But it looks like we're headed out to the other side of the darkness. The rainbow's just ahead. So I need your input. I'm thinking of stopping these readings and doing nothing, or doing something different, or reading different, or just doing a whole different thing, or what. I would love to have your input. It says, I'm reading now the story by me, my book, Changeless Change. That may be the end of this. I'm not sure yet. So please let me know what your interests are. So today I'm going to do the introduction to Changeless Change. Okay, I did something the other day. I don't know what it's called. Have you ever felt like everyone had a rule book but you? All the years you spent trying to figure out this thing called life. And now I'm going to tell you. After all those years I spent running around the world looking for the rule book, I thought I was looking for someone to teach me how to live. I believe many people did, in fact. Okay, my plumber's here. Hold on one second. Come in. I'm doing a live broadcast. I can talk in 5 minutes, okay? So I'm doing live. I'm back. Hi. So, ultimately I discovered I didn't listen to them because what I was really looking for was a person or something to fix me. This book, Changeless Change, is about knowing I am the problem and I am the answer. Every idea I present here has worked and still does for me. I appreciate uncomplicated, pragmatic answers. Pages and pages of psychobabble never helped me. When I discovered I was not the only person feeling what I was feeling, I did enjoy some merits from counseling. It is a great comfort to know others experience similar issues. But for those readers who believe their case is different, I understand. I also wave the I stand alone flag, and for that reason, I will offer to you a short summary of my journey. I was relentless in my pursuit of the rule book. I never stayed anywhere or with anyone for too long. If I didn't find it wherever I was within 6 months max, I moved on. I had 28 jobs in 5 states in 11 years. I was chased by police in 5 countries and arrested in a communist country. I was beaten repeatedly and left to die in gutters around the world. But I kept looking. My life was in a downward spiral, but I kept searching. I always felt that in the next town or with a new job or in my next relationship, someone would show me how to live. About 9 years into this 11-year odyssey, my grandmother gave me a house in a suburb of Boston. I believed this would be the answer to all my problems, so I packed my knapsack with all my belongings and headed east for a new beginning. I still had not learned that wherever I go, I take me with me. So, of course, my life continued to spiral downward. So, this is a lot to read, but it gets better because, see, it gets into these where there's one story on every page and lots of pictures. So this is the only part, really, that is a lot of reading. Several years after moving into my house, I was near the end of my search. I could not go on. I attempted suicide to no avail. I beat up my house, put holes in the walls, broke dishes. One day I had enough. Even though I lived alone, I ran away from home. I moved to the streets, living in a park known as Boston Commons. I actually enjoyed my time there, sleeping on park benches and eating out of garbage cans. I had long given up hope of ever finding the rule book, and now no creditors or other well-meaning people could bug me about getting my life together and other such absurdities. Didn't they know I never got a fair shake because I didn't know how? And besides that, I did not ask to be born anyway. I was pretty well convinced I was not the problem. It was people, places, and things. It was anything or anyone other than me, I was certain. I had tried so hard for so long, and I was so very tired. I even began to think my problem was that I'm an Aquarian. Perhaps the world was just not ready for me yet. Actually, maybe they're still not. One day I wandered into a building where coffee and donuts were being served. I was told that if I wanted to eat, I would need to wait till the end of whatever it was they were doing. All I wanted was coffee, but I soon found I would be given much more. As I drank my coffee, my band of angels, as I now call them, told me if I followed them, they would teach me how to live. Who knew I would find my personal rule book on Skid Row? Wow. I made it from the park bench to the amazing life I have today by doing what I outlined in this book. On the park bench, I could no longer comprehend what words meant. I was angry 24/7, and I was violent on a daily basis. Basically, I was an animal. Today, I'm working on my second master's degree, which, by the way, I already have. I have wonderful friends, and I've written this book. Life is so good. If I could tell you only one thing that would change your life, only one thing, it would be to alter your perspective and your attitude. Okay, that's two things. When I moved from believing nothing was my fault to knowing I was completely responsible for my life, everything changed. Everything. Well, at least it seemed as if everything and even everyone changed, but is that really what happened? Actually, it was me that changed. I moved from a different part of my circle. I moved from the dark side of myself to the light side of myself, all within me, without losing me. I see that my whole self is a complete circle containing my persona, my brain, my body, everything that makes me up me. Many changes occur within that circle, but the circle itself does not change. What? You have to read this book to find out. This book is about my journey from darkness into light. Throughout our lives, we all have negative and positive aspects and traits. I formerly lived mostly within the negative aspect of me. Today, my personality projects my positive side. Many people have shared concerns like, if I change, I won't be me, and maybe I won't like being somebody else. This change is not about becoming someone else. This change is about becoming your authentic self, becoming who you were born to be. Genuine, positive change is moving from the dark side of your circle to the light side. Okay, so I think last time I read this poem, and what we're going to start tomorrow is the really fun part where we have lots of pictures and lots of stories, and they're all like 2-paragraph stories and a picture, and every page stands alone. Wonderful. So glad you're here. Thanks, Kathleen, and time's up. See you tomorrow.